you can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. New in the rock shop, it's the BJ and Migs Rock Socks. These things are sweet-looking socks. You got to get some, man. Just in time to show off when you put your shorts on. I love where I've been.
Or if you're a member of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, maybe you could use them for certain things.
Wow. Should we model?
We approve this message, but please don't send us pictures.
Yeah, and also, what if people do use it for like what you used to use?
Oh, well, you know what? Hey, however you want to use them, you use them.
Okay, fine.
As long as you mind. Could you imagine like a show photo of all of us wearing those socks?
Oh my God, yes.
No, we're not doing it.
No, Vicky, we're not.
You asked if I could imagine it, and I can.
That would be that would be a billboard. Yes, it would.
Yeah, it would. An ugly billboard, but it would be a billboard.
Sorry for all your breakfasts, people.
Get your rock socks for your...
You know what? Just buy the socks. We won't have to do that billboard. Maybe we'll just...
that could be the incentive.
Yeah.
If we don't sell X amount of these, we are making this billboard.
Go to KISW.com. Stop this now. Buy those socks.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's time to turn down for Thursday.
Turn down for what?
Oh yeah, buddy, Friday Junior. Yeah,
It's already a warm one right now.
It's going to be 80 degrees today, baby.
wow. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Like you said, short weather.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Shorts, tank top, and flip-flops, baby.
As soon as I get out this joint, I'm putting them on.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Why don't we do tank top Thursdays?
Ooh, yeah. I can do that right now. I'm wearing a tank top
you wanted to
undershirt.
put
I can just
socks
take
on
that off right now.
No, don't take your shirt off now. Oh my God.
You might want to take your headphones off, too.
No, that didn't work out at all.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Forgot to take his headphones off while he's taking his shirt off.
He's a bit of a genius.
Not the brightest bulb.
I'm not a smart man. All right, so let's just get to our contestant today. We've got Carson in Marysville. Carson, are you there, sir?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Carson.
Trying to take my shirt off.
Happy
with my
Tank
headphones
Top Thursday to you.
Yeah,
Hey,
no.
I'm rocking the jorts, so you know what? Let's do it.
John Cena?
The jorts. Wow. What's he playing for today, Steve?
Tickets for Clutch and Dropkick Murphys at the WAMU Theater on October 15th. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want to see Clutch, you want to see Dropkick Murphys, get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Carson will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Carson, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah, baby.
In 1989, several hundred Chinese students were killed while demonstrating in what Beijing location?
Tenement Square.
Yes, the Richter scale measures the magnitude of
Earthquake.
what? Yes, Real Madrid and AC Milan are teams for what international sport?
Soccer.
Yes, how many openings were there in the Berlin Wall?
3.
No,
5.
no,
4.
no. Which singer released the 1974 song Jolene?
Dolly Parton.
Yes, in the book and movie Cujo, what sort of dog was Cujo?
St. Bernard.
Yes, the knights who say knee were characters from Monty Python and the what?
Quest for the Holy Grail.
No,
Life of Brian.
no.
Pass.
Who played the character Alonzo Harris in the movie Training Day?
Pass.
Who played Aquaman in the most recent movie of the same name?
Jason Momoa.
Yes. Which Friends star appeared in Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark video?
Jennifer Aniston.
No.
I don't know.
Out of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct.
Ooh, Carson, you're not going to like yourself. You could have had the seventh.
Little too wordy on that one there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it'll maybe ruin his chances. I don't think Steve's going to get that one. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Maybe, but if it's a difference maker, though.
It could be.
That's the thing.
Steve?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
In 1989, several hundred Chinese students were killed while demonstrating in what Beijing location?
That was Tiananmen Square.
Yes. The Richter scale measures the magnitude of what?
Earthquakes.
Yes. Real Madrid and AC Milan are teams for what international sport?
Football.
Yes.
Soccer.
How many openings were there in the Berlin Wall?
Ooh, 1.
No.
2.
Yes. Which singer released the 1974 song Jolene?
Oh, Dolly Parton.
Yes. In the book and movie Cujo, what sort of dog was Cujo?
Maltese Bichon.
No.
Lulu. St. Bernard.
Yes. The Knights Who Say Knee were characters from Monty Python and the what?
Holy Grail.
Yes. Who played the character Alonzo Harris in the movie Training Day?
Great movie. Denzel Washington.
Yes. Who played Aquaman in the recent movie of the same name?
Vincent Chase.
No.
Jason Momoa.
Yes. Which Friends star appeared in Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark video?
Courtney Cox.
Yes. And Steve, you win with a perfect 10.
All I do is win.
So,
Sorry about that, Carson.
didn't really matter.
Hey, great game. Go Hurricane.
What? Go Canes.
Go
him
Canes.
off
Go
the show.
Jerks. Yeah.
Get him off the show.
That's right. Beating the Bruins tonight.
Travesty. Hey, that's
Kind of
okay.
like the Mariners, man. Boom.
Okay.
Oh.
Bruins do well when people beat them in the first game.
All right.
That's I have no
Hopefully
problem
then they
with that.
lose the second, the third, and the fourth.
Okay, buddy.
Get swept.
You're talking about your NHL champions right there.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, Stanley Cup champions right there, we're talking.
Oh, man.
Man, congratulations, Steve. Perfect 10.
Thank you.
Wow.
I love Vicky is watching the Bruce Springsteen music video.
True story. Apparently, the Carlton dance, he kind of got inspiration because of how she was dancing in this video.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She kind of was
neat.
doing the whole thing, so I was wanting to make sure it was true.
Which was
I
funny
didn't
that
know that.
Carlton was all pissed off at that guy at Fortnite
Yeah.
for stealing his dance when he stole the dance in the first
He
place.
tried to do like a trademark infringement thing, and they shot him down quickly.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Steve. You won with that perfect 10.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. Caller 10 is the winner. You get those tickets to see Clutch and the Dropkick Murphys. Caller number 10, 206-421-ROCK. Caller number 10.
I remember thinking Bruce Springsteen is the coolest because like this cute chick just comes up on stage and he's dancing with her. I don't know. I remember
It was all
thinking,
a setup.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's so cool though.
Yeah. And he was like, he was hitting the pop charts at that point.
Oh, that album was just.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was
Born in the USA.
Yeah,
right?
that was Born in the USA. That was when I was in my 20s. And yeah, that's when he was huge.
And she was still hot. She's still hot though.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
She,
All right,
she does look a little weird with short hair, though, I will say.
Well, she don't care.
She don't care.
Yeah.
She was doing it before the hashtag.
Yeah, good for her, though. I mean, that she was able to then, parlay that into a career. I mean, I don't know if that was the first thing she'd ever done that got national acclaim, but people loved her.
I got to imagine that was the first thing she did, but nobody even realized it was her until, eventually she became a big star. And they're like, wait a second, this woman looks familiar.
I wonder if but people seeing that video helped her get some more roles, and then eventually led to Friends.
Huh.
I got to be thinking because that video was everywhere. You see her everywhere.
Yep.
People dug her, and at some point somebody was like, "Hey, well, and if she was an aspiring actress and was hired to do that video, then that's something you throw on your resume and go, oh, you're that person. Yeah, we're going to put you in a thing. Let's do it."
Yeah, it's looking like that was the second thing she ever did, because the first thing was on a TV series called As the World Turns as a character named Bunny.
That's a soap opera.
That's a soap opera, dude.
Yeah, so she was literally on that,
Forgot
and then
about
the
that.
same year she was on the Bruce Springsteen video.
And As the World Turns was a legit show back in the day.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
good for her.
So yeah, that really helped.
My mom watched that show.
As the world turns.
That and like sand through the hourglass.
Yes.
Those are the days of our lives.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh,
You're talking about our parents' lives at that point. I mean, that's what I think every housewife, when I was growing up and you were growing up, they watched those soapies.
and you had no choice. If you were going to call in sick, that was like that was the downside. Like, yeah, I'm sick. I don't have to go to school. Crap. my only option is soap operas with mom. Like, you couldn't watch anything else. At least when I was growing up, we had one TV and that was it. Yeah.
See, my mom, we grew up watching novelas, which is like the Mexican soap operas. And they're just, I think they're more ridiculous than American soap operas. They're just that much more outrageous and crazy and over the top. It is awesome.
Yeah, if you as a kid could like those, then they did a good job. You as a kid, you can't like soap operas here.
See, but growing up, I had two choices when you're sick from school, and I don't know if Danny had this too. You either watch Jerry Springer and all those shows, what was it, Jenny something?
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Lake.
Yeah, all those. Or you could watch Blue's Clues and all the kid shows.
That was really annoying. I remember on sick days, I would want to watch regular Nickelodeon, and it was all like Face and Blue's Clues. And,
like the baby stuff.
Yeah, because they didn't have a separate channel at the time. And he was like, can you just get back to Salute Your Shorts, please?
Yeah, all the cool 90s shit.
What about The Price is Right and all those judge shows?
I didn't know about those when I was a kid.
No, Price is Right was awesome, but it was only an hour long, and then they went into stupid soap operas after.
Oh, okay. And then I was stuck watching the stupid soap operas.
I mean, do you think kids are going to have something to complain about, like Generation Z? Like, what are they going to complain about? Because they have so many options now that, like, you guys are talking about, and then Steve and I only had the one TV.
Because they have so many options.
You think they'll find something to complain about? Like, I mean,
the Wi-Fi was down on sick days, and it was terrible.
Because I laugh at you two complaining about, because, again, we only had one TV. So we didn't get to watch anything we wanted to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I think about just the options now are ridiculous. You could sit at home with your mom, and if you want to watch all these awful shows like my mom did, you could just go on your phone and watch whatever the hell you want while you're sitting there with her. Put on some earbuds and just...
My mom does that now, too. She'll be in the kitchen, and she'll have her earbuds in on her tablet and be watching her soaps. Just on her tablet.
Oh,
it's kind of cute.
What happened to the old days where she'd watch it with a little sick Vicky?
I know.
So you guys remember Michael Keaton and Mr. Mom watching soap operas? It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, that was back when Michael Keaton was wicked young.
Wicked.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, you see Michael Keaton now, and it's like you think of the Mr. Mom Michael Keaton, or even the Batman Michael Keaton. Gosh, he's an old dude now.
Mr. Mom was a great movie.
Yeah, but it was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't fan serve their audience.
Was that the one where he made... Is that the one where he made clothes of himself? Or is that another movie? I just remember it as a kid, like seeing there was a movie with a bunch of Michael Keatons.
I can't even tell you what Mr. Mom was about. I thought it was just like playing mom. Like,
he was stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, which is so funny now.
That was Duplicity, I think it was called. Jesus, why
do you know that? Yeah, really?
Wow.
What the hell?
I can't even... Savants.
See, that's kind of what I thought of, like, oh, well, he's Mr. Mom now and he needs the help, so he cloned himself. I mixed the two movies together in my head.
And then there was Gung Ho? Wasn't that?
I can't talk to you two anymore. You two are like on the idiot wavelength that I just don't want to join.
Oh.
Well, you don't get to be a part of the party.
DJ.
Yeah, I really don't.
The water's warm.
Join the idiot party.
You guys can be in the shallow part of the pool and just be where you are. You know what time it is, though? It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you get to pick the topic. You get to guide the show. You want to talk about Duplicity being Mr. Mom or the same movie? Go ahead.
Was it Duplicity or was it something else?
Oh, no.
I don't care. 206-421-ROCK. You can text us at 77999. We'll take your calls. We'll take your texts. 17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. You want to start blabbing? You think your voice needs to be heard? Fine, you get the opportunity. But do remember, Steve has one rule for Listeners on the Loose.
That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
And if you're going on a little long, you may not get gonged, but the Academy Award Orchestra, they'll play you off. I had that happen yesterday.
They did, and the guy stayed.
Yeah.
He refused to leave the stage.
Yeah. You hear the music, you got to wrap it up. That's what you got to do. All right, let's go to Patrick in Tacoma. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Patrick, you are on The Rock.
Hey, morning, guys.
Morning, Patrick. What you got for us today, buddy?
So this kind of plays off with the lukewarm topic you guys did earlier this morning.
What you threw out of your spouses, or what your spouse or significant other threw out on you?
Yeah, significant other threw out on me. I mean, who hasn't made mistakes? But I got caught up in a bunch of stuff. I went to prison in 2006, and
well, I don't know who hasn't got caught. Maybe Vicky on the show. The rest of us are pretty. The rest of us are pretty innocent. Vicky's the one with the life of crime. Yeah.
She's had some hard times.
Yeah. So she took all every single one of my sports cards that I was collecting since I was in like 3rd grade, and pawned them off, sold them, threw them out, trashed them. I'm talking all sports.
Was
Baseball,
was this your girlfriend or your wife?
At the time, his girlfriend, yeah.
Oh, damn, dude. I think that's over the line. She doesn't have a right to do that.
All of it. I had the whole squad for Mariners, like Martinez, Buhner, Wilson, Rodriguez, Griffey, all those guys, signed cards, everything. Gone.
See, it's even about the value at that point. I would imagine it's more about even the memory to just having those autographs of some of your favorite players.
Dude, I was devastated, man. That was probably the biggest thing. I mean, my music equipment, I can get all that back, but all my sports cards, no, bro.
Boy, it really goes to show you, dude. I mean, talk about a lesson. I mean, you basically you lose your freedom. That's what happens when you go to jail. And boy, did you get a big smack in the face for it.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, you've been able to stay on the straight and narrow since?
Oh, man, I've been out since 2012. I got a job getting $30 an hour. Nice. I got 2 girls now, and, man, I'm doing it.
Are you with the same person?
Heck no.
All right.
Good job. Yeah, exactly. I would say if there's no way.
I think the bigger lesson is not go to jail. It's not be with that person.
Yeah, that's the bigger lesson. Yeah. Damn, that sucks, dude. And she didn't get the money she could have got for him, probably.
Well, the sad part is she probably got more than she was getting now, because it seems like cards aren't really worth that much.
Is that happening these days? I don't know.
I don't think cards are worth what they used to be.
I don't know. Well,
maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't feel like people are buying and selling baseball cards as much as they used to be.
I'm so out of that game, I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know to tell you.
So he wants to know, hey, you guys hear a new Tool record coming out. What do you think? 13 years we've been waiting.
Really been 13 years since
2006.
Wow, dude. I remember there was a big deal then.
And I remember back then we were like, man, we had to wait 5 or something years. Man, that sucked.
How many days is it? Because the last album was, 10,000 days?
I believe so.
Would that be amazing if we've actually waited 10,000 days? Like, were they smart enough to be able to do it that way?
That would be I wouldn't put it past them. I don't think that's the case, but I wouldn't.
You're probably right.
Yeah, if you could figure that out, that would be pretty epic if that was the case. But the new record is slated to come out on August 30th, and I was just checking out, there's a blog at KSW.com where you can check out some of the new music that they performed live at a festival show, I believe in Florida. They did 2 new songs, and one called Descendant and the other one called Invincible. And if you're a Tool fan, you're going to walk into this very happy, I believe. It's very brooding, like Tool.
All right.
Kind of atmospheric at times, and just builds and builds, and then you get like that real heavy part in the song, breaks. It's your typical Tool song, and I don't say that as a bad thing. I think it sounds great, especially Invincible. That one gave me some goosebumps. And that's just a fan shot cell phone video. I can't wait to hear the actual produced version of it. But one person had a great on YouTube. I pull it up because I thought it was so funny what they, especially in lieu of what's going on in Denver right now. The person wrote after hearing Invincible, "This makes me want to eat psilocybin mushrooms and then run through the woods naked." I mean, that's like the greatest review ever.
And who's I know one of the dudes does a lot of their album work for them. Like he does a lot of their
Jones
design
in the band.
Yes.
Adam Jones.
Mm-hmm. And if Adam still does what he does, and then man, I know they loved Alex Gray for 10,000 days, but I have no idea if Alex Gray is even still alive.
Oh yeah, he is.
Okay, cool.
I see him on Instagram posting stuff.
Because that inspired me. I got a great piece of artwork of a man and a woman who Alex Gray style, where you don't even see their skin; they're just all nerves.
Have you seen the Alex Gray hoodies that they're selling?
What?
No. They're like reversible. So one side is like Alex Gray, right? Yeah, hoodies. One side's like normal looking, like just basic color, and then when you unzip it, then it becomes like this really crazy looking hoodie, like super trippy.
Oh yeah.
Only problem is I was like, oh man, I kind of want one of these because the tame side looks really cool. It's got cool designs. And then the other side would be perfect, like if things get weird one night.
Sure.
But I ain't dropping $189 for a zip up hoodie.
That doesn't seem like it's that expensive for a piece of artwork, though. I mean,
it's
I know
a hoodie.
I know, but I mean,
hoodie, man.
You can. Yeah, but you know what?
He didn't hand draw it.
$189 for an upscale anything in the world of fashion. $189 is reasonable.
Yeah, I'm not.
I hate to say it.
I don't know if it's necessarily all that fashionable. If someone sees that, they're just going to think, "Wow, Steve's turned into a hippie." They're not going to be thinking, "Wow, Steve's rolling in the cash."
Well, I think if you're a Tool fan, you'll like that one thing you showed me is so iconic for Tool.
No, I agree.
Gray.
It's a freaking cool hoodie.
Yeah. If
it was $70, I probably would still be a little like, screw it, I'll do it. One of those impulse
See, they know
buys.
I'll do it. See, they know that I will do the 189 because I don't think it's that bad comparing. But for you guys, you're absolutely right. It's $79. It's a no-brainer for me.
Going back to the 10,000 days, if it took them that long to release it, unfortunately not. 13 years since the last album was dropped. It was only 4,700-ish days.
They need to step it up.
You'd have to wait another...
10,000 days is 27 years.
Yeah.
Over.
Okay,
well, that's how the next record will be.
The next one's 27 years.
Yeah, they're building up towards it.
All right, fine.
Have you also seen the Alex Gray tattoos that people are getting?
No, I'm so far behind on everything.
Man, these are incredible pieces of art. People are taking Alex Gray drawings and then getting them tattooed. I can't even imagine how many hours it takes to get some of this stuff done because it just looks...
It looks amazing, dude.
It looks as great as the artwork.
It almost makes you want to get a tattoo, but I know that would be painful.
Just like a little side note, if you guys do plan on ever getting a tattoo that intricate, like an Alex Gray tattoo, go to a good artist. Don't go cheap.
Oh yeah, that would be one of those ones.
Don't get an Al Gray. Hey, I'm Al Gray. I do tattoos. Hey,
because there's so many vivid, amazing colors. If you just go, hey,
lines.
Just a cheap guy, get it for a couple $100, you're going to be disappointed.
Dude, I don't know if people have seen the one that I have, but my wife got it for our anniversary, and it is, typical Alex Gray where you don't see their skin, you see the inside of their bodies and all their nerves and stuff, and it's like a little romance thing. They're naked in water, and it was for, I think, our 30th anniversary. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that's a cool...
Yeah, so I got that hanging up in my office. Kathy gave that to me for one of our big anniversaries.
Get that tattooed on your back.
Yes!
Oh, yeah. I know Vicky would.
Take a couple minutes. It won't be that bad.
Yeah, that'll be painful.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's, I actually, damn, dude. So I'm looking forward to seeing the artwork. Which, by the way, they'll probably put out an album, right? Did they put out 10,000 Days as an album?
Oh, I mean vinyl?
Yeah, vinyl.
I believe so. Because if not, the CD artwork was pretty damn awesome.
That's why I'd love to see like a vinyl, like full blown, like how they used to do vinyl.
Because they've done vinyl on their other records as well. I just don't have it. So
because how cool would that artwork be to have like the old school album?
Oh, I'm sure they'll do that
with all the stuff and everything. Oh,
I hope. I mean, they don't do the streaming services. Tool doesn't have any of their stuff available like on like the Spotify's or the Apple Music's or whatever. And sometimes I don't even know if they might have finally said it's okay to like purchase it on like iTunes, but they don't do any of the streaming stuff. But so it's like, if you don't do vinyl, you're crazy. Like that's where you're going to be, especially a Tool fan. You're going to make it some coin.
They did put out a vinyl. It was either a double-sided or a two vinyl track.
So that was something that we missed from not having vinyl being pretty much as ubiquitous as it was when I was growing up. Because those album sleeves and all that stuff, there was so much cool stuff in there. And CDs, at least they tried it, but of course it's a much smaller representation. But all that Alex Gray stuff and what'd you say, Adam Jones. Yeah, Adam Jones stuff. I mean, that's as good as the music sometimes, the stuff that they do. I mean, they really release a multi-level artwork presentation.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and you got to love Tool for that.
I'm excited.
It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. You can text us at 77999. You got something you want to say? All right, you got to give us a call. More of your calls, more of your texts at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Hey, Steve. It's been a long time since we had this guy on the show. All the way from here, I guess, really, in this country. It's the Radical Russian.
Good morning, BJ.
Good morning, Rad Rush. Are you? I know that I think you moved out of state, or are you back here in the great state of Washington?
I wish I was back in great state of Washington, but no, I am in Montana.
Oh, well, I still appreciate that you catch up with us from time to time because I miss you tweeting out that awesome breakfast you have while listening to our show. I live vicariously through you, buddy.
I may have to start doing that again, BJ. I miss it as well. Hello, BJ. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Rev. Hello, Sarah. Did I miss anybody? Oh, yes. Hello, Hippie.
Hippie.
Steve.
Oh, Hippie Steve. That's me. Yes.
I didn't know you were a hippie. When did that happen?
Oh, since the 70s, bro.
Oh, hey, man.
I don't know.
All right, so Rush.
He was just talking about how he was a hippie,
Oh, I totally forget. I got
the mushroom days.
Yeah, that's it. So, Rad Rush, even though, we're still not too sure whether or not you guys and us guys are getting along, at least in this country we can. What's going on?
Well, that's why I'm hiding up in the mountains. You know,
I don't blame you.
Too much politic in everywhere else. You know, I'm really excited today. The Seattle Seahawks signed Ansa.
Yes,
that is good news, my friend.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you think, Steve? What do you think? Defensive end Ziggy is going to become a staple in Seattle, or you think it's 1 year and bye-bye?
Man, my fingers make me think about, because he was with the Lions for a while. I instantly started thinking about like Cliff Averill. Remember, Cliff was such a pivotal member of the Lions. Comes over here and has an incredible second half of his career. I hope the same happens with Ziggy. Obviously, the 1 year deal is brilliant on the Seahawks part. You just don't know what the shoulder is going to do.
Right.
So hopefully the injury holds up, or it doesn't. Hopefully he has no injuries this season. Plays a full season, returns to his form like he was a couple of years ago with the Lions, and people quickly start forgetting about Frank Clark. Is a tough guy to replace, but man, if everything works according to how they planned, the fact that they got Ziggy, they got all those draft picks, able to sign Russell for a long deal. I mean, John Schneider's putting himself in a position to be GM of the year, if you ask me.
I know.
Well, I'm so excited.
And they still have room in the cap.
It's going to be a good year for Seattle.
They can still add more people.
Yeah, that's the beautiful part of it, Rad Rush. And love you, bro. Thanks very much for calling. Good seeing you, buddy, or hearing you, or both. And I look forward to seeing your breakfast. See, my hope is that, with all that room in the cap and maybe the draft picks, that we will see a better offensive line. I know it got better, but we really need better. Now that we've committed to Russell, I just feel like they got to do it, And
we have another season of that offensive line together, the core of it, and it was good last year. It wasn't great, but it was better than past years, and also a better coach when it comes to the offensive line as well. Yeah,
and they'll be used to each other now. There won't be that stumbling around where Russell looked like at times he was trying to get used to a new system and just was having trouble. We saw that in a couple of games.
I'm pumped for the season.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun season, and like you said, Steve, big props to the brass who just somehow do figure out to manage the money of the game because of the cap. And that does, I think that really gets just underlooked by a lot of people in football, the fact that they might be one of the best. They might be one of the best in the league with the way they figure it out, because they don't have a Tom Brady where you get a Tom Brady, you can build a team around him. Russell's a little bit of a different story because we're not necessarily as offensively minded as the Patriots. So I give them props for building what they build every time and making a competitive team.
I'm looking forward to seeing what some of these younger players and new draft picks. Obviously, Metcalf is a guy that people are freaking out about, and it seems like he impressed a lot of people in that rookie minicamp.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's
cool.
And the Mariners are above 500.
I don't know if they will be by the weekend. You
don't think?
The Red Sox have been playing some hot baseball. The Red Sox.
So the Mariners, man, they're on a 1-game winning streak.
Yeah. I think the Red Sox have the best offensive May, and they've turned it around. You remember how bad they were? The Red Sox finally hit 500 last night because they've been winning so many games lately. I think it could be tough for the Mariners, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe Fenway will be friendly to them.
And, Mariners had the most runs probably yesterday, huh?
Yeah, they did. They did have the most runs yesterday. You're right about that. It's listeners on the loose. You've picked the topic. You guide the show, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
BJ and Vicky, are you liking or not liking Game of Thrones so far? Any thoughts in the season so far?
You just opened up a giant can of worms.
Oh, yeah, because not a lot of people like the last episode.
The last episode was meh. But I'm really much enjoying the season so far.
I actually like the last episode because I feel like that, we're getting a lot of closure for people. And it's funny that maybe it's fan service, which I actually do like because I for some reason I don't have a problem with it. And there's plenty of it in Game of Thrones too. But I'm liking the season so far. It's coming to an end. A lot of my shows are coming to an end. I just had a show end this Monday, Into the Badlands, and I'm so frustrated by that show because they pretty much told us early on in the season it was going to be the last season. So you figure, okay, the writers and people will know it's the last season so they can really make it complete and make it a series finale. It didn't happen. I think they found out after the fact, and the whole season was planned because this was not a series finale. So I was so bitter by that.
Huh.
Yeah, they ended it making you think they have another season.
But they don't.
No, but they don't. And that pisses me off. It's like I wish these companies could give their guys plenty of time to go, this is your last season, we're not giving you another chance. But instead, they found out when it was too late. And it was a very lackluster series finale. As a season finale, I would say, yeah, but since I know it's the series finale, it didn't wrap up the way I would want it to wrap up. I was so excited to see the main character finally be the man. And frankly, he wasn't because they didn't plan on him being wrapped up. So,
although I will say my favorite line from this last episode of Game of Thrones, spoiler alert, I don't consider it a spoiler, but spoiler alert.
Spock dies.
Yes, Spock dies.
Damn it.
It's like, you can't celebrate by throwing up. It's like, well, yes, you can. Because they were all drinking and celebrating. It's like, no, you can't celebrate by throwing up.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
It's one of the hard
first birthday was full of lots of celebrations.
Exactly.
Yeah, this came from a hardcore character who, he comes from a group of people that are just wild sons of bees who basically do some...
They're basically Vikings.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give them that.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how many Vikings actually, were breastfed by giants, but for the most part, yeah, they're like Vikings.
It was hot.
Yeah, and I'm liking the season. Rev, yes?
I enjoy it because, like you said, they're wrapping it up. But also at this point, you can really tell the fact that there aren't new George R.R. Martin books to go with this. And they gave them like the bullet point list because everything is just like very fast paced. This season and the last one both had that issue. So it's like, well, we're just getting to these plot points. And sometimes it doesn't necessarily make sense.
Yeah.
But also, I'm just letting it end and then I'll kind of fully digest all of it and see how it works for me.
Yeah, lots of endings this year for a lot of things. Big Bang Theory, the Avengers whole story arc, and Gotham, Game of Thrones, my show Into the Badlands. A lot of shows just done, and I'm kind of like, it's hit me. It's like I haven't had this many endings in one particular small amount of time.
New shows you could adopt, like The Neighborhood and Fresh Off the Boat.
My wife and I might try The Neighborhood. Fresh Off the Boat. Didn't they cancel that?
I hope not. I'm still watching it.
I thought it was all right. Maybe it didn't get
unless
canceled.
it just got canceled. I'm still getting new episodes on my DVR.
I didn't tell my wife you like the show.
Okay.
I just told her I heard this is a good show and tried to sell it like it was reverse All in the Family.
Okay.
And we may start it up and see what's up. And probably on demand.
Yes.
Yeah. But I told her, I go, you like Schmidt? You remember him from New Girl?
Yeah.
And of course Cedric is great. And
the chick from Two Broke Girls is in it.
Oh, that's right. She is. Yeah.
She's a smoke show. I'm sure that's a good way to sell it to your wife.
It's a nice land for her, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's great on the show. Super funny. She's got great timing.
Dude, you know what? Real pretty actors, I have a lot of respect for them when they do have that comedic timing, because usually they say comedy is for the ugly. And for some reason, pretty people just don't get respected comedically. Like, you just don't take them. I don't know. It's just it's a thing. That's why Deborah Messing was another one who I like from Will and Grace, who for a pretty woman, she had great comedic timing, and you wanted to give her credit for that.
You think it's because some people just have a stigma? Like, how dare this pretty person be funny as well?
You might be right. Because usually a pretty person, and this goes for men and women in acting, usually don't have a lot of great talent to be able to do comedy. They can read a script, but they're like there for their looks. They're really not there for their acting chops. But like you said, that girl and Deborah Messing and some other people.
I feel bad. We're like that girl, the hot chick from Two Broke Girls. I don't even know her name.
I don't know her name either. There's also a woman who is a very attractive woman in a show that you don't know, but it's Stan versus Evil, and I think Janet Varney is her name, and she's a very attractive woman, but her comedic timing is great in that show. It's a comedy.
We have a very important text message. Guys, did you see the most recent McNugget conspiracy?
What's going on with that?
Do you also agree that this guy is crazy for peeling the skin off the McNuggets?
Oh, that guy!
That guy's an idiot.
That's the best part.
This is he's
Look, if you're going for health, what the hell's going on? Don't get the McNuggets.
Yeah, it does.
Just enjoy the McNuggets for what they are. They're
Why wouldn't
awesome.
you just pop a salad at that point?
Although, to be honest, I view the McNuggets as a healthier way to eat, as opposed to eating a Big Mac.
So it's this guy named Samir.
Sure.
He's from Louisiana, and he posted a photo on Facebook last week showing how he eats his McNuggets. And apparently, this is he peels off all the breading, then eats the naked chicken. Oh, but then he eats the pile of breading, too. So he does. Oh, it's not like he ignores the breading.
That's
but
weird.
Then why are you even doing that? Why are you dissecting your nugget?
Oh,
he's probably one of those people that don't like the crust on his pizza, too.
No. Hold on. He eats it, though, separate. Now, I will tell you this. I have done that with fried chicken, where I love the skin so much that I just want to enjoy that. So I peel it off and put it in a giant pile and get it all at once, as opposed to like little bites when you eat it normally. Now, I have done that with fried chicken, so maybe this is what he's thinking.
See, I think everything together is what makes it great.
Mm-hmm.
What are you, some kind of inclusive guy?
I feel like if you eat the skin, it's just a little too, like any kind of fried chicken skin, it's too greasy by itself. You need the nice, white, succulent chicken meat.
I like how he's like, do you all peel your nuggets? I'm also having a little bit of an issue with the fact that he doesn't seem to just stick with one type of dipping sauce.
Oh, I don't. I used to.
Oh, you get the variety.
Yeah, you can use more than one, Steve.
Yeah, I use 2 sweet and sour Sausage.
Buffalo and barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue and hot mustard.
Honey mustard, buddy. Honey mustard.
Ranch. This
Ranch
is so
ain't bad
weird,
either.
though, seeing the picture that he posted on his
It does
Facebook
look a
page.
little weird, yeah. But then he eats that
Like
whole
one person
pile.
just wrote, "I'm pissed."
It's funny, though, because it's food. Of course we're going to have different tastes. Like, we shouldn't hate or hate. I mean, it's not like, of course you're going to like stuff that I don't. So it'd be dumb for me to be mad at you for not liking multiple sauces, Steve. But you don't think it's dumb for you hating people that do like multiple sauces.
Yes, I'm a hypocrite.
All right.
It's like the people who eat Kit Kats like all at once instead of one bar at a time. That's weird.
Why are you eating Kit Kats? That's the worst candy.
Oh, you shut up.
Oh, you go home.
Why are we letting Danny talk?
I know, Danny. Honestly, there are moments that I really regret this hiring.
It really is, though.
No, it is not. You shut your mouth.
Did you see at Chick-fil-A what they're doing? They have their regular chicken nuggets.
Okay.
But then you could also get grilled chicken nuggets. And it's basically what this guy is doing.
Oh, the healthier version.
It's the healthier version.
Come on. Just if you're going to eat chicken nuggets, just eat a good old breaded chicken nugget like every normal American.
Well, there are some people that want to, have a healthy choice, Rev.
Okay, again, like Steve said, go eat a damn salad.
Says Dr. Diabetes in the other room.
Dr. Diabetes.
Oh, yeah, I got my doctorate in it.
Yeah, I didn't realize
that. I'm so proficient at diabetes that I got my doctorate.
Yeah, listen, I hope you don't mind if I don't take medical advice from you there, high sugar count Sammy, okay?
The comments on this Facebook are great. I'm turned off from nuggets now. Thanks.
It does look disgusting because he's just got this pile of stuff, and it doesn't look appealing.
But there's some people like with soft pretzels. Some people like to eat the outside part of the pretzel and then remove the doughy part and eat that separate.
Is that somebody named Steve?
No, I eat it all. That's the way it's meant to be.
Wow, he eats it all.
But I know some people they will do that.
Yeah, it is funny how people will deconstruct their food right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm like it's already been put together in a perfect package.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll deconstruct, because I really don't like bones in my mouth. It
Pardon me? That's
ribs
not what I heard.
and chicken wings. I have to pull the meat off and eat them. I can't bite into bone because then I'll just get this weird gagged nope, can't.
Are we talking about
We
chicken?
learned a lot about Vicky.
What are we
It is
talking?
really icky. I can't.
Okay, then.
It makes me cringe.
I don't even know.
You get sauce all over your mouth?
Yeah.
No, I get them all over my hands because I pull it off with my hands.
But
and
part of
stick it
the
in my
fun
mouth.
is just like sucking it off the bone
I'm
like
so
a
jealous.
savage.
I'm so jealous. I see people eat that. I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that. It looks so good.
Takes practice, Vicky.
No, I can't.
You know what?
I don't want it in
You
my
would have been the
mouth.
last person I didn't think they would have an issue with bones.
Right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm disgusted with myself.
Yeah, well, you know what? Now we finally agree on something. Here's a question for you. What do Ryan Castle and Amy Schumer have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:49 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. He's the drunk in charge. Now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Amy Schumer have in common?
I just gave birth to something.
Yeah, you did.
But it was a food baby.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's...
Bathroom's closed.
I was there for that, as a matter of fact. I was in the delivery room for that.
Yeah, it sounded like this.
Whoa. That actually is what it sounded like.
No, BJ recorded it, actually. We do have audio.
We do. Here it is.
Yep.
Yeah, Ryan Castle's very odd when he's
impressed by his own
delivering a
stuff.
food baby. And he's got endurance.
I don't know what's so funny.
Yeah. Have you guys heard that people are thinking that Amy Schumer gave out a fake name for her newborn?
What?
And they think it's a dirty joke. She said her kid's name is Jean Attell Fisher, and people assume that the Attell was attributed to former comedian Dave Attell. But now...
Dave Attell not alive?
Right. Or did he used to be funny?
Yeah. I like Dave Attell.
Yeah. You said former comedian.
You said
fellow comedian.
I was saying, he's still alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, fellow. I'm sorry, fellow comedian. Yeah.
Like Chevy Chase would be a former comedian.
But Jean Attell Fisher, you can pronounce that a different way by pronouncing genital Fisher, and that's a
good for her.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Wow. And yes, Dave Attell is still alive.
Oh, good.
And he's a great comic.
Jeez, you scared me, man.
Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, it's all the turtles that distracted me. Ryan Castle.
Wow.
He's going to distract you with a 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
And I would say the end of the movie completely makes no sense when they describe to us what was going on in the movie, but it was completely fan service. The end of the movie where we see a guy, and a guy is basically hanging out, and, he gives something to another guy.
This is when Thor made out with the Hulk.
Yeah.
That should not have happened based on what they explained during the entire movie.
But I was very aroused, so I'm glad they did that.
I had the weirdest boner.
Me too.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.